Oops, got cut off in the middle of that. So let's see. So let's start that line mostly over here. So label for equals form group example input train name. Okay. Then after the label, we go back down, we put input type equals text, class equals form control, form dash control, ID, this is important, name. You don't have to name it name, destination, first train, or frequency like I did. You can name them 1, 2, 3, 4 if you like. I advise against that, but you can name them whatever you like. Placeholder, I don't think this is necessary, but placeholder is example input. Okay, now we're going to take this and we're going to copy. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's see. Oops, hit the wrong button. So apparently it wants to indent everything, but honestly, that's okay with me. So instead of train name, we're going to go to destination. Destination. Right here, we're going to go with first train time. So when it starts, I think that has to be in military time. Don't have the README pulled back up. And then frequency in minutes. This is going to be text that shows up on the screen. And let's see here. Got to change the IDs. Destination. The ID for name is, let's see, or first train, capital T, and then frequency, all lowercase. After that div, you can obviously clean up your code. I'm gonna not do that right now to save time. I'll do it during the break. And then we're gonna have the submit button. And I'm pretty sure the form is over at that point. Probably should have taken this. Okay, here we go. Button type equals submit. Class equals, you can get these off. You can pretty much use any button you would like as long as it has an ID that you're aware of off of Bootstrap. You can even use Materialize if you'd like. BTN, BTN primary. ID equals add train. And caret right there. And then submit. You do submit train. Let's do that. Okay. Now I think just for this is the last thing on the page, so I think I was super cheesy and put a couple of breaks at the bottom here. That way the button isn't tucked up against the bottom panel of your browser. Then we end that div right there for the inputs, and then we're going to get on to Firebase. So let's see. So before we actually get into linking the Firebase, we have to make the Firebase. So let's drag this over here. Go to Firebase, just like you would on your Google account. Firebase.com, click Get Started. I think, let's see, what does it look like on the home page? Firebase.com. Then just click Get Started if you're already signed in. Then I have Train Scheduler here, but let's just say we're going to make a new one. It's going to be Train 2. Accept, create projects. There's a couple of things we need to change in here for the write status and forget what else, but we'll check it when we get in here. Click continue. Okay, so first go to database. Over here, we're going to create database. I'm pretty sure I start in test mode. Anyone with your database reference be able to run your database? Yes, start in test mode. I don't know why this is taking so long. While that's doing that, we can go over here, make a little comment. Like Firebase and initialize, so we're going to be working on next. What is taking this so long? There we go. Just shake the window a little bit, it'll work. Now we go to rules here. I think the default is, we're going to not go to Cloud Firestore. We go to real-time database. Anytime you load up this page, the default is going to be Cloud Firestore. So I need to load up real-time database. Every single time, I'm pretty sure. Go to rules, and then there's a JSON in here for read and write being false. You need to change these to true. Now we publish, rules published. We go back over to data, make sure there's nothing in here, not that it matters. I think it's actually going to re-put in its index right here. Then we go to authentication on the left. And don't really need to mess with any of this. We go to web setup, and we get the Firebase link, copy that, and put it into the index file. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. We'll have our script tag for GS Static Firebase 5.8.4. I need to clean this up a little bit. API keys, authorization domains, project IDs, database URL, storage bucket, and messaging sender ID. It's not even, I'll fix that after the video. Firebase initialize app config. That's the last thing that you need from your actual Firebase. The rest is going to be code that we're actually going to do. So I'm going to cut this one short, and that way I can clean this up a little bit and we can dive right into the actual JavaScript of it afterwards.